Iran has launched dozens of ballistic missiles targeting key military and security sites in Israel in retaliation for the assassinations of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh, Hezbollah's Hassan Nasrallah, and Iranian IRGC commander Abbas Nilforoushan. Iran's Revolutionary Guard warned that if Israel retaliates, it would face even more devastating attacks. The Israeli military confirmed that many of the missiles were intercepted, but army spokesperson Daniel Hagari called the attack serious, warning of significant consequences. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowed swift retaliation, saying that Iran made a big mistake and will pay the price for it. He emphasized that Israel will defend itself and its citizens at all costs. Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei quoted verses from the Quran predicting a divine victory for the righteous despite the sacrifices. He released a video showing Iranian missiles being launched. President Masoud Pezeshkian defended the strikes, stating they were meant to protect Iran's citizens and warned Israel's prime minister that while Iran does not seek war, it will not hesitate to defend against threats. Hamas praised Iran's missile strikes, calling them a response to Israel's continued aggression in the region and a tribute to their fallen heroes. Yemen's Houthi spokesperson Mohammed Abdussalam also welcomed the attack, saying it was the only way to deter Israeli actions and protect the region. In Iraq, the Iranian-backed Iraqi Resistance Coordination Committee threatened to target U.S. bases in Iraq if the U.S. supports Israel's retaliation against Iran. In response, Israeli leaders across the political spectrum condemned the missile attacks. Foreign Minister Israel Katz warned that Iran has crossed a red line, while opposition leader Benny Gantz called for not only a strong Israeli response but also a coordinated regional effort to address the escalating conflict. At the United Nations, Israel's representative Danny Danon stated that Israel is fully prepared to defend its citizens and will take all necessary steps for their safety. The international community reacted swiftly to the escalation. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres condemned the rising violence and called for an immediate ceasefire to prevent further conflict. In the US, National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan downplayed the effectiveness of the missile attack, but warned that Iran could face severe consequences for its actions. Secretary of State Antony Blinken echoed this statement, calling the attack totally unacceptable. UK's Prime Minister Keir Starmer condemned the missile strikes and reaffirmed Britain's commitment to Israel's security. French President Emmanuel Macron announced that French military forces in the Middle East have been mobilized in response to the Iranian threat, while urging an end to military operations in Lebanon, where Hezbollah has been involved in attacks on Israel. EU Council President Charles Michel described the missile strikes as a threat to regional stability and called for a halt to the violence. Elsewhere, Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and Japan's Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba condemned the strikes and urged for de-escalation in the region. In Gaza and Beirut, people celebrated the Iranian missile strikes, with streets filled with fireworks and cheers. Videos showed large crowds praising the attacks as a blow against Israeli aggression. However, UN Security Council has scheduled an emergency meeting to address the escalating conflict and explore potential avenues for peace. The situation in the Middle East remains tense as global leaders watch closely for the next developments.